What's up guys, Jahaley64 here, getting ready to do a video recap of my world record run on Godzilla, Monster of Monsters, Destroy All Monsters. This will be like a recap of my route that I took and why I did the particular route, as well as covering over certain mistakes that I made that hopefully can be fixed in the future and things that weren't very right. So we're just going to jump right on in. So for those of you who don't know, to play Destroy All Monsters in Godzilla, you actually have to go to Password Game and type in this password, Destroy All Monsters. Timer starts when you press End on password entry.
Oh yeah, my actual wallet. I've had since,
So you guys are going to hear me babbling in the background on the run too, but... So, first move you're going to see me do is this over and down. Everyone does that move. That's just the standard move that you're going to want to do for this. So, nothing crazy. Routing's pretty much straightforward at this point. And this was a fun run. So, best advice I can give for any new runners out there is to just work on your level routing. Here on Destroy All Monsters is a little different because Godzilla's a stronger level. So, he can go through these a little bit quicker because he's doing more damage. But it's pretty straightforward. The real routing only comes in for me with Mothra's death and the monster fights themselves. So Gazora's always going to move there, and then you are going to do this movement and go right behind Gazora, and you will fight Gazora. Since Gazora moves first, you move behind them, challenge him, and you want to defeat Gazora in one fight. That's key. So, if you're pushing for a high time and you don't destroy Gazora in one fight, you might as well reset. So, the key that I've found to be the most successful to this run is to destroy all of the monsters with the exception of Baragon and King Ghidorah in one fight. That's going to give you the optimal time. So, same thing here. We're just going to cut through, you're going to see me doing a lot of tail slapping. When Godzilla is in the animation of tail slapping, even though he takes damage, he can move through without being knocked back from damage. So, Gazora fight, pretty straightforward. We all like to refer to Gazora as Squidward for obvious reasons. So, you're going to do what I like to call the dance of the Squidward. When he's not pinning you down, you're going to kind of rock up and down with him. This helps eliminate the chance of his attack actually knocking you back. It still will now and then, but, as you can see, that was pretty straightforward Gazora fight. Godzilla's breath weapon only does 2 bars of damage to Gazora, so just keep that in mind. Varen's going to move up and challenge you, so just put the smackdown on him. Tail slaps are going to be your friend in this fight. Keep that reach away. Varen does have a pretty long reach, even though he doesn't do a ton of damage. His attack is annoying when it hits you and knocks you back, so just keep that in mind. You can see I kind of rock when I do the tail slap, just to... It seems to help move him around a little bit to keep him from poking you. And Varen is a boss that a full breath weapon, when at the optimal range, will do 4 bars of damage to, so another thing to keep in mind. Only Baragon, Ghidorah, and Gizora, Squidward, take 2 bars. Everyone else takes 4 at the right range. So, straightforward Varen. Now we're going to move down and attack Ghidorah. So, you go in here. These volcanoes are pretty straightforward too. I like to save my breath weapon till the end in this particular volcano level here because of just going through the end mobs there. You can just get right through them. You are level 8 permanently in this mode, so for new runners, you're going to see those death rays like you saw there. My best strategy for new runners is to either use your breath weapon to go through them, or try and time a tail slap to go through them. This purple thing here is don't do any damage, they just cause a lot of lag. The yellow ones will knock you back, so it's best to just take them out. So this was good here. Now, Ghidorah gave me an issue on this one. Your ideal strat for Ghidorah, which you'll see later in the fight, is to punch him. Just keep punching him when he's like knocked back. You'll see him like wince when you hit him the right way. See that? That's when you want to keep punching. When you can't get that set up, I go for kicks just to get him started because the kicks do more damage and they seem to be more effective at getting him to flinch like that. So you can see I struggled a little bit here in the beginning, but We kick him so he keeps flinching, and that's what you want. Those punches right there. If you can start the fight off like that, you're in good shape for the whole fight. So we're just going to punch, 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 punch. And he's out of here. So a little sloppy of a Hedorah fight, something I want to improve on in the future. Now Maguire is going to attack. Maguire, straightforward fight, beat him up. What's key to note about this fight is the end. So after Maguire dies, you are going to want to move back to grab Mothra, move her down and kill her. So at the end of this Maguire fight, I'm already holding up and right on my controller to get my cursor ready to move back and grab Mothra. So we move Mothra down because it lines the cursor straight up with where Godzilla is for when we have to go back to Godzilla. So we go right up and grab her, down one. So now our cursor's in line and ready to go back down and grab Godzilla after Baragon fights us the first time. No one's gotten Baragon in one fight on Destroy All Monsters yet. I'm not saying it's impossible, it's just very hard. So, standard Mothra death. This is the same exact place we kill her in any percent run. Just pin her down here. I like to rock back and forth a little bit because sometimes if two of those, like the rays coming from those little satellites, hit you at the same time, they'll cancel each other out. So I like to try and keep attack after attack after attack hitting me here. I do the same thing in any percent, so.
I'm more excited about the aspect of being able to make a ROM hack of it.
So, down goes Mothra. Now, Baragon's going to move up and attack Godzilla.
That's all. Let's play the whole game as level 200 Mothra.
Baragon's a pain. It's a lot of kicking. It's a lot of breath weapon. And it's just timing on Baragon. When you don't have breath weapon, I find that right when he stands up and shoots his weapon at you is when you want to duck and tail slap, so you can actually get damage on him. You'll know when you're damaging him because, like all monsters, he will blink red when he's taking damage.
For some reason, if Godzilla
So if you can get that timing down like that, you'll at least have decent Baragon fights. So it's basically what you see here. We just do a lot of kicking, a lot of tail slapping, a lot of breath weapon. And we got him pretty good here. We only missed a couple attacks, so I could clean up this fight a little more on my next run. Now we move right down and re-challenge Baragon.
Yeah, like if he
As soon as we get the chance, we move right down and re-challenge him.
it releases a much shorter burst.
Doing the route this way and killing Mothra then, like, minimalizes the amount of times I have to move Godzilla to do anything. Baragon's dead.
See, that's a full one there. It goes forever.
So, here comes Gigan.
Let's go.
Now, I should note that this is the first successful route I did where I was able to kill Gigan in one fight. Normally, for some reason, I can't get Gigan in one fight. I don't know what it is. So, I was very happy that I was able to get him down in one fight here. When he pulls that saw blade out, you can either keep punching, which you see kind of holds him back, or if you're really new and you just want to get through the fight, if you do jump straight up in the air and kick with Godzilla and keep doing that while his blade's out, Gigan will just stay back. It'll like keep him backwards, and he won't be able to come up and hit you. But punching does the trick very well, and it damages him still. So there we got him in one fight. That was big. Now, we have to challenge Mecha here. So as soon as you're done fighting Gigan, spam A so you can challenge Mecha. Now, I've gotten him in one fight before. We get him in one fight here. Mecha's fight is a little bit annoying because he does like to push back a lot. And sometimes he'll spam his rays that he shoots out of his eyes there, which will knock Godzilla straight back. So I actually implement a lot of the jumping tail slap. Because Mecha likes to move a lot, if I hit him with the jumping tail slap, it seems to actually knock Mecha Godzilla back a little bit when he's struck by it. So that's the main reason I go for that. But this was a pretty clean fight as far as Mecha Godzilla fights go.
Yes. Ooh, this could be something, friend.
You can hear I'm excited. And now we're going to move just down one and attack.
Now we just need Ghidorah to cooperate.
For new runners, you can choose the option of saying don't attack when you get to Ghidorah. The reason you would want to do that is, say the fight goes awry and you take a lot of damage, it'll give Godzilla the chance to move and attack and gain life while he's in the level coming back to Ghidorah. But anyway, we got lucky getting the health capsule at the end, and we got a pretty decent Ghidorah fight pattern here this first fight. So it's not too much I would have changed about it. For anybody new looking to run this, keep in mind that Ghidorah's entire body does damage to you. If you physically touch him, he does damage to you, and he does quite a bit. As you'll see a couple times, he'll rub into me. So when you're punching and when you're kicking and tail slapping, note the distance. Because if you stand too close when you're trying to punch him, you're just going to take damage the whole time. So, see the distance I keep? It sounds silly, but you're an arm's reach away. You got to stay just back far enough that you're hitting him, but he's not touching you.
This is intense.
So he's going to challenge us again. That was a really good first fight. I think that's the best first Ghidorah fight I've had. Alright, Ghidorah.
Come on, get out of here. Come on. Come on.
See what I mean? You just eat damage when he's got you pinned like that. There are going to be some times you're going to do this run and Ghidorah is just going to pin you against the wall and kill you. Don't get discouraged by that. As you can see, it's not a super long category. And there he goes.
Ooh, I think we did it.
So don't get discouraged. Just keep trying. If you're a new runner, you know, if you start out, you're getting 20
Takes about 30 seconds.
20-minute runs. That's good. That's a good place to start.
As long as we don't blow
This was a little sloppy in here. I wish I could have finished this end a little better. But
we got time.
like most levels, you're doing a lot of tail slapping. It's just the animation I'm most comfortable with. If you're new, your fingers are going to get a little sore from how much you're pressing down. So just keep that in mind.
Thank you.
I also like to try and get those little blue spaceships out of there as much as possible because they cause lag. And anything to reduce the lag will help you with time. So that's it. We split time when we see Mars come up here. I split a tad early, but it was still a 10:41, so we just kept it at there. But
Drop that
all in all, that was a pretty clean run.
skosh lower.
The only thing I think I would have changed over that entire run was taking down Hedorah with a little bit of a better fight. But everything else went pretty good. So this was just a little recap over the route. If you guys are in the Discord, the Godzilla Discord, or on speedrun.com, we have a link to the Discord there. Feel free to stop in and ask any questions. I know Space Colonizer, a fellow Godzilla runner, is going to be doing a more in-depth guide, which will probably cover the monster fights a little more in-depth. So definitely be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. And he also has a good guide up for the any percent no restrictions category, which is on the speedrun, and we can get it in Discord if you feel like you want to see in there. Just ask. We're always helpful. It's a great community here, and we look forward to seeing you, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.